Well, disgraced celebrity lawyer Michael Avenatti facing nearly 100 years behind bars for allegedly attempting to extort millions from Nike and for a wire and fraud case out of California. Here's how he's feeling about it.
What I will say is the way this has been framed is not accurate. It's just not accurate.
You're facing, if convicted on all of these charges, up to the rest of your life in prison. Are you nervous?
Well, of course I'm nervous.
Are you scared? Are you concerned? I mean, tell us, I guess, as someone who, again, has a history of representing people, and now you're on the other side, facing some serious charges.
I am nervous. I'm concerned. I'm scared.
Wow, Jesse, quite a fall from grace for this guy. He was
what grace?
He was on networks. People were talking about him like he was a serious 2020 contender at one point. He got a lot of airtime, this guy, and now he's in this position. What do you make of it?
I think he's a classic shakedown artist, scam artist, shark, and he needed this big whale of Nike, the $20 million payout, to keep the house of cards from falling down on him. He is like, he's got the character of Jesse Smollett with the tastes of Paul Manafort. While he was skirting all these taxes for 10 years, he spent $200,000 at Neiman Marcus, $270,000 at Porsche dealerships, $100,000 a month rent for a house in Newport Beach, and 40 grand for Ferrari lease payments.
Oh, wow.
The guy was stealing from clients, stiffing his own employees.
And the
IRS has been going after him for 10 years. He's filed for bankruptcy protection twice. And this whole time, us here have said, I know this guy's a phony, because you know why? We have street smarts. CNN, they might have book smarts. We have street smarts. We can smell a phony.
We have street and book smarts.
You do. We can smell a phony from a mile away, and everybody else bought this guy hook, line, and sinker, and it blew up in their face.
This guy's so obnoxious, though, and so full of himself. I don't even know if he realizes yet what could potentially happen to him. What do you think?
It's a shame he wasn't arrested in Chicago. He would get a week of community service. I'm sorry. Let's rewind it. I'll erase it. The media still must be held accountable for this because they're the ones that gave him the spotlight. But you know who's having a nice tall beer right now? Brett Kavanaugh. Justice may be slow, but in this case, it's taking a correct course. This is a guy. So if you ever feel any pangs of sympathy for this litigating lollipop, remember what he tried to do to Kavanaugh. And I think a lot of Democrats were mad because, he tried to do a better job at the public hanging.
Wait, Juan said yesterday that the Avenatti allegations helped Kavanaugh.
Yeah, well, I might have.
Really? Well, ask his daughters that one.
Juan,
yeah, that's true.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Serial gang rapist in high school? You think that helped?
I don't think that was ever proven. In fact, the fact that it came up empty helped Kavanaugh because then it seemed like everybody was piling on. Everybody said due process.
Because everybody was.
But I tell you what, I'm noting that Kavanaugh, something apart from Kavanaugh, which is Trump and Stormy Daniels. I think a lot of people are seeing this as payback on Avenatti, but I don't see it that way. I just think Avenatti is interesting to me that he says he's just an aggressive attorney. I'm an aggressive attorney. He says this is not extortion of Nike, that he was engaged in threatening them, but people do that all the time in terms of settlements. I think he's got a twisted view of how you are an aggressive attorney. It's gone over the line, and he may not know it. He should be scared because he may be going to face real jail time. I think yesterday on the show we said with the two different cases, one in L.A., in this one, 100 years in jail. Wow.
Well, we'll be happy to pay his rent for him if he's in prison for 100 years. I was going to say that Avenatti needs Smollett's lawyers.
Wait, can I ask you a question? Yeah. How can he not pay taxes? Like, how do people not pay taxes? I don't
understand. $56 million over 10 years.
I don't get that. I'm sorry.
Not paying taxes is wrong.
It is.
Good. I know that.
Thank you.
Book smarts.